I'm trash.
Bro?
I got belts, I got wood.
Dude. The worst panic mode I've ever seen. No,
Eight seconds to my new, what is it called, upload. It's watching fucking alley, y'all. Yeah, mean. I won't be able to see it, but new video 16 minutes ago. Rip Neo Tilted, very sad.
Grave danger and may not even see the end of this Fortnite season. With the giant monster having already caused damage to the Fortnite map, not only does the monster pose a threat to Neo Tilted, but there's a bigger, even scarier threat that is lying right underneath our nose that could see the end of Neo Tilted. To fully understand what could potentially happen to Neo Tilted, we need to go back in time, take a look at the beginning, the origins of Tilted, and then take a look at the biggest threat the world of Fortnite has seen so far and the exact damage it could cause to the Fortnite map. To give Neo Tilted the extra chance of survival, hit that like button. 1 like equals 1 extra chance of survival for the Fortnite map. You can make a difference, my friends. Go on down there, hit that like button and help out. Remember, if you've not done so already, subscribe for the latest Fortnite news and information. And without further ado, it is time to travel back in time and take a look at the origins of Tilted. Ever since the introduction of the original Tilted Towers, it's been the #1 landing spot, being a central point, a point with many chests and loads of action. People have landed there ever since it's been introduced. Now, over time, it has seen changes, and ultimately we've gone to the point now where it's been completely revamped, but it didn't get there overnight. Ever since the introduction of Tilted, there's been rumours of it being destroyed, of it being changed, of it being ultimately completely demolished, and all of those were just rumours for many seasons. The only damage you ended up really seeing was to that one poor house in the middle of Tilted. It was knocked over by the cube, it was hit by the meteors, actually, geez, that was season 4, hit by the meteors, and it was knocked down several times, the poor little building. But in the end, the destruction of Tilted Towers did happen, with the explosion from the volcano completely flattening it, and ironically only leaving that one house that originally was always getting destroyed. Now, the key thing to remember here is that that volcanic explosion was directly linked in and actually caused by the energy surplus which actually came from Loot Lake, from all of the runes entering into the giant vault that caused the live in-game event. But we'll come back to that in a second. To get to the current form of Neo Tilted, there was a big phase which actually we've completely skipped over because it happened during the period when Jonesy went into the bunker with Peely, as we know from the beginning of the Season 9 launch trailer, and a long period of time, how long that period of time is, we do not know at the moment, but we know it was an extreme period of time, and ultimately when we came out, we had the rebirth, the reconstruction, and the brand new futuristic Neo Tilted. But the creation of Neo Tilted relied on one very, very important thing, and that was the harnessing of the power from Loot Lake that was ultimately caused from the live event and from all of the runes going into the Loot Lake actual bunker, and that power source is now used and harnessed to create, run, and power Neo Tilted. But who came up with this amazing idea and who ultimately created the Neo Tilted that we know today in Season 9? Well, for those of you guys that haven't noticed and haven't been paying much attention, there's a giant statue of her in Neo Tilted. That is right, the giant statue that you see there, made fully out of metal with the big helmet. We actually know exactly who this is, and we actually saw her for the very first time in the previous season as we went into the actual bunker in Loot Lake for the unvaulting event, whilst all of us were smashing our pickaxes on the item we wanted to return. Ultimately, as we now know, being the drum gun, there was a table, there was a desk, and lying on that table and desk was the helmet of the exact person that would ultimately go on to help reform Tilted into the newer Neo Tilted version and harness the power from that exact event. Now, the exact ability for this woman to be in that vault and then also create Neo Tilted, whether or not she can actually go through time and space, is something else to talk about, but let's just talk about her as a normal person for the moment, because we can actually see her on the challenge screens as this season's secret challenge skin unlocked. After 94 bites, the Singularity skin will be unlocked. We know it's her because it's got the same hair as the statue, the same helmet as the statue, and the same helmet that was ultimately in the bunker. But all of these good things cannot last. Yes, we have this amazing futuristic part of the Fortnite map, however, it is in danger. Going back to the monster, the biggest storyline we've had so far this season, and the biggest character we've ever seen, even slightly within the world of Fortnite. This thing is huge, and it's already started to cause a lot of damage around the map. However, its last movements are the most worrying, as it struck the power cord linking from Loot Lake into Neo Tilted, and this could potentially see the end of Neo Tilted forever. At the moment, it's in a stable state, but the cabling actually has internal structures with many power sources and cables linking all the way into Neo Tilted, and if this is fully broken, fully cut up, and fully disconnected, Neo Tilted will cease to power, will cease to work, and will ultimately no longer be Neo Tilted. Now, the cable could be destroyed at any point yet again from this monster, but let's not forget the size of the monster itself. It could simply flatten Neo Tilted by its own claws, feet, and hands if it wanted to. This thing is giant. So not only is Neo Tilted in danger of no longer being powered, of being destroyed, but the monster itself causes a giant threat to the whole of the map and any part of the map because of the destruction it ultimately has. But what's going to happen next? If Neo Tilted does lose its power, if Neo Tilted does get destroyed, what can Fortnite do? If it's going to lose all of its futuristic powers and abilities and energy source from Loot Lake, what's going to happen? Well, the interesting thing is, Fortnite have already started preparing for it, and it's been right under our nose. At the beginning of Season 9, you would have noticed all of the giant windmills around the map. Windmills are obviously offering a natural source of energy using the wind energy and harnessing that to actually turn it into a power source. But the thing is, these turbines, these windmills have not yet turned, not yet been activated, in fact, not yet done anything. They're almost silently waiting to be used and waiting for a reason for them to be used, as if potentially the loss of power from the cabling could then come from the redirection and the use and the harness of these windmills. Now, the thing is, these aren't the only natural power sources, because with the most recent update, literally only this week, solar panels, a giant, almost mini farm of solar panels, popped up just next to John Wick's house, in between John Wick's house and also in the bottom right hand corner, Paradise Palms. Yet another natural source of energy that could be used to power Neo Tilted, to power other parts of the map. But why would other parts of the map need power? They seem to be okay. Well, it all links back into the potential destruction that the monster could cause. If anything could be flattened at any second by the monster, we're going to need some backup power. We're going to need some energy, and parts of the map are definitely going to need need to be rebuilt.
Thank you for stopping by the stream. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for the present. Appreciate it.
Now, when it comes to looking for hints from Fortnite themselves as to what is going to be happening next in the season, no longer is the Battle Pass a good place to find little hidden secrets, as we now know instead the secret image which is being revealed from each fort fight which is unlocked, which is now almost fully complete, or is getting to a point where we can see almost everything on the image. This place right here is the best thing to look at. Now, the image not only references things that have happened in the past, things that are happening now, but obviously things that are happening in the future. The thing we want to pay attention to is the fact that the monster's eye was first seen on here before it was even revealed in game. The monster itself seems to be drawn, albeit very badly, in the bottom right hand corner, so it also is telling us a little bit of the future and what to expect. Knowing that, we can see that on the left hand side there is now a very clear revealed image of what used to be tilted, with the giant clock tower with all of the buildings, which means that if we take a look at the right hand side where we can clearly see buildings falling on fire, being destroyed, those buildings must be separate to the tilted buildings on the left hand side. Now, if the buildings on the left is the old tilted, then with the scale and the height and the design of the buildings on the right hand side, they align and they match up with the futuristic and the large buildings that we are currently seeing within Neo Tilted. Just above it we have the giant claw swipe from what we can only assume is the monster, meaning that the destruction of Neo through the monster itself looks like it's being hinted at. If it's not Neo Tilted itself, some sort of building and some sort of bigger destruction is no doubt going to be happening, which of course we've already started to see across the map in Fortnite. And as we know, each week that is progressing, each update that comes out to Fortnite, the map is slowly changing each time, with the monster causing more destruction, and for Neo Tilted it certainly is not looking good. As we've just moved into the 7th week of Season 9, you seasons fly by, I swear. We've only got 4 weeks, in fact less than 4 weeks left of Fortnite Season 9, which means we're moving into that period where the story really starts to build up. We're going to have a live in-game event, no doubt, over the next coming weeks as well, no doubt involving the monster, the potential loss of power to the Fortnite map from Loot Lake, and we're ultimately going to start moving to, believe it or not, Season 10 of Fortnite Battle Royale, and all of these things are hinted at something massive happening and big changes. Looking forward to the next season, if we do go ahead and completely lose everything that makes Fortnite the futuristic Fortnite that it is at the moment, all energy sources, all power, and have to revert back, we could potentially be seeing a theme sending us back in time to a more prehistoric age where maybe electricity and all these modern functions do not exist within the world of Fortnite. It's just a possibility, and we are very close to getting our very first hints and information and details as Fortnite, as they love to do, start teasing the next big thing within the world of Fortnite. Remember guys, if you haven't done so already, the best thing you can do is to hit like on this video, and maybe your like will help prevent the destruction of your favourite spot within the world of Fortnite. Maybe if we get enough likes it will potentially miss over maybe Salty Springs, your favourite place, or maybe even Pleasant Park. Either way, make sure you've hit that like button. If you want to see more Fortnite videos, there'll be another one on screen right here, and my Fortnite playlist down below has all of my Fortnite videos ever made. Remember, this is the #1 place to stay up to date with all the Fortnite news and information, so keep your eyes peeled here on the channel, as things will certainly progress over the coming days and weeks. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been an interesting one. Big things are happening, as always, within the world of Fortnite, and I'll see you right here on the channel tomorrow, as always, for another video.
Fuck. What should I do? What should I do?
It's hard to breathe, but that's alright.
Your aim is trash. Creative mode charges.
Oh, my bad.
Like a brick, one of my sides when I'm stepping out the set.
Hey, I bump in the mushroom. Cause it's fucking trash. It's so fucking bad.